Hello, welcome back to the stream. Today we're playing some more Doki Doki Literature Plus and
Hello, welcome back to the stream. Today we're playing.
That was my mistake, whoopsie. Huh, okay, I see. There's a playback on my phone. That's annoying. Okay, I think now we're good. So hello, welcome back to the stream. Today we're playing some more Doki Doki Literature Plus. Hello YouTube, hello Twitch, both at the same time. And let's just get back into it. I can't wait. So we played already a little bit last time. We played for 1 hour or so and we wrote a single poem to Yuri, the lady of my heart. Jesus, what the hell? Did I launch the right game? Also, I was wondering how they were gonna do the weird glitch and oh, hello, hi Javon, welcome to the stream, enjoy, make yourself at home. Ooh, I didn't know you could play Doki Doki on Switch. You can! And look at this, it looks like I'm on a desktop actually. And I didn't know how they were gonna like transfer Doki Doki from PC to Switch because of how you had to access your Steam files. And they made it work. And it looks like I'm on a desktop, but I'm really on my Switch. So let's just go back in the game. That's what I'm... Tell me if the music's too loud, because last time it was too loud at the beginning, and then at the end it was not loud enough. So I was like so sad because I love the music. It's so vibey and it's so reminiscent of the good days. So I'm gonna load my game. This layout is so cute, thank you so much. I'm glad you like it. It fits the game. Hi again, Sunny. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Hahaha. No, don't worry. I don't know if I read this already, but it's weird because I had saved, and on there's only my auto save. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Yeah, so I've read this already. Let's skip. Did they really lost my save? What the hell? Okay, let's just skip it then. Yeah, I've definitely read this. I don't know why I didn't keep my save. That's really annoying, actually. I hope I'm not gonna have another save problem because I've had this before, but not on Switch. So, yeah, in case you weren't here, we read with Yuri because she's my favorite. I love her with all my heart. And, okay, can I not skip this? I guess we'll go with... skip it. Maybe I didn't save it right. Maybe I'm just stupid. Natsuki. I don't know who I clicked on. I really don't like her. Ew. Of course I'm gonna skip her. Yuri. My favorite. So hot and cute and beautiful and shy. Isn't she the one that she would love to? I'm just liking Sayuri because Sayuri is so cute, she's so lively. She's kind of innocent. I don't understand liking Natsuki because Natsuki is wildly annoying to me. And I understand liking Monika because Monika is like, she's a top, you know. She's an entrepreneur. She founded her own club. Can I not skip this? No, not auto, please. It's weird. Why can I not skip this? Thanks for listening. Oh yeah, it was her tip of the day. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's why I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I were looking for suggestions, I would have had someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it, and Sunny did too. So based on that, I'd like to use some suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Hate to sound ignorant, but what is this game about? The game is about 4 waifus that you may have seen on the screen. 2 are those and 2 are other ones. It's actually a horror game, if I can say so. It gets very scary, like about suicide, murder, or whatnot. So tune in for that. But it starts just as you, the main character, an alpha anime boy, joining a literature club in which there are these 4 beautiful girls who you write poems to, and basically you choose the one you prefer. So you have the choice in which you want to get closer to, and then it just starts to get extremely freaked up. But actually I've read this already, so... Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew size bigger as soon as Sunny started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, you guys. Suddenly both girls turned toward me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Oh yeah, remember, you have to stand up for your favorite one. Ooh, that's interesting. It really is, actually. And the first one, there's a first game that came out in 2017, and I played it, but it was quite a bit of time ago, so I kind of forgot about it. I just know it gets really, really freaked up. Like, it's a visual novel, obviously, so you have pictures. It's not animated, really, but you have pictures, and the pictures, it's really horror. And also the game really plays with, like, your computer and the platform that you're playing on. So back then when I played it on PC, it made you go into like your Steam files and into your computer. You had to type some code or whatnot. It was a really good game, and it was free. So I think you can still get it on Steam for free, but the new one, this one, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, is not free. Was quite a bit expensive, if I do say so myself, but I still bought it because I liked it. And I knew it was gonna be good. I love Yuri's hair. Me too. Like, look at this goddess Yuri that we have right here. She's so beautiful. The thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. I've read this already. Basically, they're angry, and I stand up for Yuri. Everyone read each other's poem, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Sunny. And to be honest, it's nice. It's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. Ha ha ha. So me joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. Oh damn, that's really interesting. I'll have to check it out. Definitely check it out if you can. The first one at least, because I think it's free on Steam, unless they change something. But yeah, you can really play it, and it's, well, at first it's quite calm. You don't have to really get into it or whatever. You can just play when you have a bit of time. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. Eh? About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. A Yeah, of course. I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayuri. In the end, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing, but in the end, I guess it's been worth it for so far. Because I'm surrounded by titties. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Sunny, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. I love your voice acting. Wow, thank you for noticing. I mean, you know, you have to distinguish the characters. So your poems will turn out even better. And obviously, you see, I don't like Natsuki. I gave her the ugliest voice I could think of. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress, and not myself with newfound determination. Sunny, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It has truly been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. I mean, you know, it's not Sayuri's company that I'm enjoying the most, but she's here, you know, so it's good too. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No, that's really the first time I've seen them. I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd made good friends with you. Phew. You know, Sunny, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation that I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Meaning, can I get closer to, you know, Yuri Senpai over there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. And that's where I stopped, actually. Don't know why. Oh, yeah. Wait, let me try to save. See what happens. Empty slot. Did it work or no? Because I know this game likes to freaking play with you. Do you want to overwrite your save? No. Let's save it 3 times. So weird. And one's here. And that's also why you have so many... Yeah, just in case. I mean, it didn't work the first time, so why would it work now? I'm confused. And that's why you have so many saves with 6 damn pages, so you can do the game, like, with every... You can get close to every girl, and then try to do different routes, and blah blah blah. You know, visual novels. Let's see if it's saved. It did. Okay, well, good. Okay, so we're gonna try to be with Yuri again, which is the one on the bottom right. And she's obviously a lot into horror, and she's kind of weird, you know, shy, and I think anxiety or wrath. Yeah, my girl likes wrath. Disarray. Yeah, that works. Scars. Oh no, that's not her. Kind of weird, but it's Sayuri though. Marriage fear. Damn it. Boop. Melancholy. Yeah. Bubbles family. Fester. I don't know what that means. Does it mean like when fruits are not edible anymore? Fester, like it gets too ripe, and then it starts to smell bad and taste bad. That's what fester is, right? Massacre. Yay! Broken treasure, flee, silly intellectuals, courtiers, hair, aura. Yeah. Waterfall, lipstick, giggle, precious, extreme, bliss, frightening. Of course, she's a horror lover. Raindrops, pain, philosophy, love, happiness, hop. Nature, incapable. A tone. I don't really know what that is either. My English terrible. Skipping, variance, blanket, kiss, sing, promise. That was kind of obvious actually. Meager, tragedy, heartbeat, cheer, mouse. Lucky, dream, dream? Yeah, not so bad after all, Yuri. Kind of sweet. Also with a scary undertone. Portrait, despise. Beauty journey, sunny, shopping, ambient, whisper. Ew, no. Vibrant, oh, we're 13 out of 20 in, okay. Inferno, definitely. Infallible. Fantasy, hurt. Sweet and scary is the best mix. Yeah, my Yuri. She's really that girl that we're looking for, you know? Look at her, being all shy and stuff. Cute, lust, party, forgive? Fantasy? No! Headphones, unrequited, vertigo. Oh, I mixed it up with vitiligo, which is a skin anomaly. Not the same thing. I don't know what vertigo is. Games called Misery. What? Unending. Horror, definitely. Yeah, that was obvious. Graveyard. Lollipop, Sparkle, Starscape, Parfait. With vanilla. Swimsuit. Worm. Email. Secretive. Rainbow feather, electricity, contamination, childhood, sensation. Infinite entropy. Shiny after image. I have no idea what that is. Play, hope, flower, disaster. We got it. Yeah, sweet and scary. Definitely, it does something to you. You know, like she looks beautiful and she has a lot of culture. She's very intellectual. And then, at night, she becomes the real Yuri. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a lot more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Sunny. Yo, Sairi. Very nonchalant. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. Shy in the streets, freak in the sheets. That's exactly what Yuri is like. You'll see it in the game later. I know for a fact. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Think I like Yuri. Well, good thing you're in it for a ride then, because we're doing the Yuri route. I don't know, like maybe if you play the game yourself you can also try another girl. The only one that we can't do, I think you've noticed, is Monica, because Monica, you know, club leader, things get a little weird afterwards, but you can't do the Monica route. You can do the other three. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sairi? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really, I just wanted to look at it. That's kinda weird. Sairi nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Sairi's broke! I knew it. I can see right through you, Sairi. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So she was trying to get me to buy it for her. I don't have money either, Sairi. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Haha. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Look at her, so cute. Oh. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Sunny to borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That so coming from you, Sayuri, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayuri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. That is true. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. She's tricking everyone. She's lying to them, and then she's making me come, and then she's making Sayuri make some cupcakes. Well, it worked, so. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayuri. Then mastermind. Absolutely. Doesn't look like it like that, but beware of Sayuri. And her. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayuri in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Plop! Ow! What was? A cookie! I hate voice acting Sayuri, it's ridiculous, my god. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayuri glances around. Is this a miracle? I wouldn't believe in a miracle too, damn. It's because I paid my retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayuri hugs the cookie. A cookie. Sayuri hugs the cookie. Please just eat it. I don't like the main character. The main character is not funny. He's acting like he's an alpha male surrounded by hot females, but really he's just I don't know, not attractive. I don't like how he speaks because I'm a boy in the game. I'm a male. Sayuri rapidly tears open the wrappers and takes a big bite. So good. Sayuri suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. It bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. A weirdo, absolutely. They're all kind of weird, aren't they? Like, Natsuki, freaking 12 years old, apparently she's 18, writes about birds in her poems. Then you have Sayuri. Well, maybe she's like 16 or 15. Absolutely bipolar. And then you have Yuri, which, you know, as we said, freaking the sheets, no? Bakers can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayuri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki. Then wrap her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Damn, Sayuri's pulling some moves on Natsuki. Cook is still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayuri off of her. Sayuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's. That's hella flirty. Damn. Hey, did you seriously just do that? She dipped out of there. Mouthful, Sayuri trots away to safely. Natsuki bolts. Yuri and I laugh as well. She's out of here real freaking quick. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Says Natsuki, you know, so you know it's bad. Monika, can you tell Sayuri? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Oh, of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Yeah, we got a popular girl in the club. Eh? You don't think she has I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Monika's pretty hot, but Yuri, she doesn't surpass Yuri in my heart, at least. That's true. Excuse me, especially more than you, Natsuki. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys aren't worried or anything. I actually didn't notice she wasn't here. Yuri is obviously better than Monika, no offense. But I mean, do look at Monika though. Like, do look at Monika. She's pretty good herself, right? I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. She lost track of time doing mathematics, of course. What a good student she is. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. Sketchy stuff going on over there with Monika. I must not have heard it since I did piano lessons. Piano? I wasn't aware she played music as well, Monika. And Yuri plays music. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. Natsuki's suspicious. Natsuki. Yeah, out of all people, she's really sketchy. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! I wish I played piano. I have a electronic piano. I am trash at it, but I like it. That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Cindy. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Do it, Monika. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I just leave Sayuri's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Yeah, because it's Natsuki. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. I mean, it's been a good 5 minutes, you know. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Into the what? In the closet? Very suspicious, actually. Hey, Yuri. Suddenly I noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No, I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Go ahead, honey. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Thank you, that's so sweet. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I'm the biggest simp for Yuri. I follow, that's ridiculous, I'm gonna stop. Follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filler inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to put this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerism, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, I may have the water pitcher. Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Got a bed for Yuri. I mean, she does something to me. Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri is going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monika. We're just filling the water pitcher. That's how you talk about it. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's really something wrong with helping involve Sunny in club activities, like filling the water pitcher? But out, Monica. Don't God block me, Monica. My mouth gags. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Sunny. Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Yuri is out of here. Oh! Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How can I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way that she said that, it made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, surely it was not, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Sunny, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me because I'm a big motherfucking simp is why? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Look at the sound music. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No, wouldn't you hide from me something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? Hello, little carp. Welcome. So glad you're here. Make yourself at home, as always. We're playing Doki Doki, and we are here on a pseudo date with our wife to be Yuri. I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Sunny, I really like being friends. Ignore that. Being friends with you. Yeah, thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. It feels kind of awkward seeing something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Ooh, Yuri. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, shall we go? Fill the water pitcher, because that was the whole point of that. Yeah, Yuri and I walked to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. I think we should name the water pitcher because he has a crucial role in the story. We'll name him, Bertrude. Sunny, do you like oolong tea? Oh, yes, actually, yeah. Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees hot. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapots and begins measuring. I read something else. The tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out, it's not very hard for me to do. She's good at everything, isn't she? When it's you who's around, anyway. Yeah, we're making some progress. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Sunny. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I'll watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Sunny, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Oh, what's that? It's a little bit easier on my bed. She has back problems. Really? Yuri looks like she's like 20, but she's actually 75 inside. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? I always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. She was panicked. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Wonder why Yuri has back pain. Yeah, quite suspicious, isn't it? She was panicked as hell for quite a second there. What happens, Yuri? Fair enough, Bradley. Reading, yeah. That's if that's how you want to call it, Yuri. We'll call it reading. I'll go ahead and get the book, and we're gonna read. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. That's a bag of small chocolate candies that I keep hitting from Sayuri's candy radar. I have one of these too, a candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. Hey, hello Konvinsky. Make yourself at home. Welcome. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position. Sayuri gonna find those chocolates, best believe. Sayuri isn't gonna get anything, these are for Yuri. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. They're definitely not talking about reading. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Oh snap, it's Lit, American friend. Oh, Calzone is here! Hello, welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. It's our little... Plus, is this your first playthrough of Doki Doki? This is the second game. The second game came out 3 days ago. On Friday, I think, and I played the first one in 2017 when it came out. Yeah, sexy Killzone or confused. You can be both. Yuri is always kind of cute. So yeah, I played the first in 2017, but it's been a long time. I missed my wives. When she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Holy snap, I didn't know there was a second. Yes, we did. There is, and it's here. Doki Doki Literature Plus. And I'm playing it on the Switch. It came out on Switch. And they made it seem like you're playing on desktop. When I open the game, it looks like it's on a desktop, it's on my Switch. And I wonder how they were gonna do it, but apparently they made it work. Because none of that, I don't actually touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. Yuri is missing a pair of glasses. Is it just me or, Anyway, she wears her intense reading expression and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry, I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's... The first game had me messed up by the end. I can't imagine what's in store for this one. Yeah, it did for me too. It was really freaking weird and creepy. And the fact that it's not animated somehow makes it worse, But yeah, can't wait to see really what they're gonna do with that. That's okay. I won't take any. You're sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Yuri, you're right. Didn't even think about that. I am a disgusting pig. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri, look at that. Look at that face. Look at that face. Perfect. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. She's so thoughtful. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Alien, make yourself at home, Yuri. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. Damn. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply bites her lip as if this situation was completely natural. They've been doing this forever, but that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Look at the chocolate is suddenly there. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Sunny, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right? Yuri has read enough books to know. She's not clueless. Yuri's not clueless. I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah. Then, you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate something between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. I'm really looking into her eyes. How did it come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breath. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri pours her lips. But it's different this time. Look at how she's... And the chocolate's back in. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Look! It's so brutal! Okay, everyone. Oh, it's freaking brutal, Monica. Chill. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Sunny, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Come on, have some balls and bring it up. Who should I show my poem to first? We started with Natsuki last time because I hate her, so let's do that again. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayuri's poem from yesterday. Oh, hey, you think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayuri has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Excuse me? That was a little unnecessary, but think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Take that, freaking Natsuki. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Yeah, Natsuki doesn't seem like she gets a lot of things. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem here. Okay, let's go. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Well, that makes sense, actually. You know, for once I can actually agree with Natsuki. Jesus Christ, it's long! Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Spiders is a no, yeah. I absolutely hate them. I have arachnophobia, and it's kind of ridiculous how bad I have it. Sometimes at night I can't sleep because I'm seeing spiders. It's absolutely ridiculous. Amy has a way. So her hands are probably gross. You're telling me Amy takes the spider in her hands? Absolutely not. So that's why I'm not friends with her. Stay far, and I mean far, away from Amy. Amy has a lot of friends. I always hear her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It kind of hurts me though. It hurts my feelings that there would be people like that. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone, you go Natsuki for once, not bad. Hey, for once it's actually not bad. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Oh, of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Did you... What? I didn't get that. Who was it about? Her friend? Herself? Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something... I hope she was not writing it about herself. If so, it makes me hate her even more. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. Natsuki lets spiders. That tells you a lot about Natsuki. But this just makes people stupid. People who do the Natsuki route, unironically. I'm keeping you in my eyesight because I don't want to be friends with you. Who cares if someone likes that song and they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Absolutely not that, actually. Well, yes, but no. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of people can, too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Guess I will. Who should I show my poem to? Next, Sayuri. Hello, darling. I'm always torn between Yuri and Sayuri, who is my favorite. You're gonna see who we're keeping for last, but I understand why you would be torn between Yuri and Sayuri. Sayuri is quite cute. Yeah, she's cute. She's a little bipolar too, and she's kind of in the mood. It makes her cute. Ooh, I like this one. Sadie has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. Makes me feel things. Then it must be a good poem. I'm sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe, honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why shouldn't you at least try giving it some thought? Oh, you want me to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. Look at me being the alpha male that I am. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. She's so clueless, kinda cute. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? And I can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri. Well, when we were writing the poems, I don't remember what I clicked on, but it was something very weird, like anxiety. And it was Sayuri that jumped up, like it was her kind of poem. And I thought it was weird, but that explains it. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help you give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayuri, that's unexpectedly poetic or very naive, whichever you prefer. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Annie. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on top of the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, dinging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off from my bottle caps. Doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, so many bottles, yeah. I mean, the poem is called Bottles. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come. In such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pulled them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. You know what? I main Echo on Overwatch. I like that poem. No, it was cute. It was very Sayuri. It was very, I want to make my friends happy, but I feel like I'm failing. Holy crap, Sayuri, did you really write this? Oh, of course I did. Bottles. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica told me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings lately. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like it was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me to understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah! Writing's the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayuri has always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Oh my god, I do the same thing. Maybe I should have done the Sayuri route. I'm exactly like that, really. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Monica! I'm vibing to the music. Hi again, Sunny. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count that. You never know. Oh look, you are so supportive of your friends. Hopefully Sayuri doesn't get in trouble with Monica. Hopefully she doesn't get in trouble with Monica. Hopefully Sayuri can write poems until she dies of old age and not something else. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? Perhaps I have. I guess so. You can't deny that she is talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. Something else, was that a threat? I mean, you know how the story goes, don't you? We're not trying to spoil anyone here, but you know how the story goes. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. No spoilers. We say nothing, but you can, until Sayuri dies, she's gonna write a lot of poems. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself, but still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Not so much. Comes out. I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Who? Can I just see the boyfriend? Wait, really? Yeah, fictional one anyway. Okay. Me too. Me too. Monica kind of whispers that last parts to me. It's just a hunch, but well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying, but anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, creating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. We've got a lot of foreshadowing in here, but not going to spoil anyone, but flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, and blue. That might remind you of something that you're probably familiar with. You'll understand later if you don't know the game. The noise and won't stop violin, grating waveforms. Load me. Save me. Should I save? Oops! No. Let's save. You never know what's gonna happen with Monica. Just stop the auto. I guess it's just the way I write, like a freaking computer. I'm sorry if you don't like it. I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kinda like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. No, I know exactly what it's about. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Monica over there breaking the fourth wall. You never know when you might change your mind and when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? It's like you got possessed for a second. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Bye. And here we have the ultimate, the best waifu in the world, Yuri. I'm going to get some sleep. This was a fun game to watch. Have a great stream. Thank you so much for passing by. I loved having you here. Have a good night. Enjoy your night. Goodbye. We'll see you later. Adios, Javan. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Sunny, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why you did a good job of explaining. I really wanted to try giving more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I've offered that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It's probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy. Well, she's not used to swallowing visibly. Stop saying this on my stream. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri, as we've seen before, is very deprived of human interaction, so here we are giving it to her. BG37, okay? We're being friendly, we're being friends. Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. No, she got bullied. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't really respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night when I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its face and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions on the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. Is the raccoon a metaphor for me? Am I the raccoon in this? If we've got quite used to each other, the raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement, rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feel myself again. That is weird, Yuri. That is weird. First of all, she's projecting her emotions on a raccoon. Man, it seems like the raccoon is me. Because, I mean, she's getting close to a raccoon. I don't see her getting close to anyone else in her life but me. I'm the main character. And I have nothing to say, but that was weird. And there's a lot of imagery which I'm not catching on because it's what, 11? It's 12 p.m. a.m. 12 a.m. midnight, so my brain is not functioning that well. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical, I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Well, I can begin to imagine it, but it's probably not right. That's right. Good night, all. Didn't realize that. Did I make you realize that it was midnight or 11 at in your country? Have a good night. It was good having you. Thank you for coming. Have a good stream. Thank you for stopping by. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them. So maybe it was quite literal, which is literally feeding a raccoon. It is not talking about me. Because I'm feeding her actually, I'm giving her some chocolates. She is the raccoon in this story. Did Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Hey, not so different after all, Yuri and Natsuki. She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's angry. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common at least. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. No reason to talk to her anyway. Okay, well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. No, Yuri, don't hate yourself, you're beautiful, hot, sexy. And that's how you resolve depression with Sunny right here, armchair psychiatrist. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Sunny. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. Thank you, Yuri. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing really. Well, I did pay €11 to read Yuri's poem, so Yuri smiled sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. So I would like to get my money's worth. Thank you. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poem, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone can come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting more and any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparation. Don't worry too much, we're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayuri's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayuri, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those poster ups, did you? Oh, well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. They're really making friends over there, Yuri and Natsuki. I don't really like that. My favorite one and the one I hate the most. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, sorry. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poem with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. Yeah, Monica, that's not very thoughtful of everyone over here, isn't it? So I'm sorry. Oh yeah, she looks real sorry. Triple dot. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is about. Yay! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right, and it's those reasons that we're all in these clubs today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Triple dot. Triple dot. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Triple dot. Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Triple dot. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, she really cares about Yuri's feeling. Oh, anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry, I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course, now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayuri? I'll go next. Oh! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches her sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes at the start as she starts reading the poem. This really reminds me of when I'm doing a class presentation. Ooh, I'm really shaking, I'm sweating, and I'm like moving around like this. It looks ridiculous. Absolutely terrible. I hate doing class presentation. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and that structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's like she was possessed. It's up to me to save this situation because I'm the hero alpha male of the day. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. Congratulations, wife. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Real quick. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. So Yuri hops out of a chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sorry. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine it, you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayuri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. Oh, Sayuri has a soft voice and I'm giving her this voice. Sorry. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayuri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew and through. Sayuri finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayuri. Even Simi liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours with that sort of gentle delivery. Wouldn't work as well, that's true. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's what I've been practicing, that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have that much time before the festival, you know? Okay! Who's next? Natsuki? Don't let me go before Senni. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Senni lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Excuse me. My poems are freaking fly, okay? I am Shakespeare bis. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward, and they're all looking at me. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else here. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little something, it's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. Better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. Friends? Why Natsuki's friends? Okay. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have so much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Ah yeah, no problem. Okay everyone, I think that's about it for today. The festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. And for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this, I can do this. Alright, I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayuri and Monica, but I do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayuri? Yep! Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Cindy. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. And that's the end of the second day. I might end the stream like after a day goes by. I walk home with Sayuri once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayuri is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey Sayuri. Oh, sorry, I'm spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to... Sayuri fumbles with her words, so let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would walk home with Yuri. I would still walk home with Sayuri. Sayuri's cute. And Yuri's not here. I would still walk with Sayuri. I should have saved. Oops. Sayuri, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Yeah, she is. Jeez, I can already see the trouble in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Cindy. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted to, so... Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure it out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayuri to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? And we're going home to write another poem, which I will do next time. So I don't know if I'm gonna end the stream here, but at least I'm gonna say bye to YouTube. So thank you so much for watching this second episode of Doki Doki Literature Plus with me, YouTube. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for coming. Bye. So that was that for YouTube. I'm at least gonna take a little break of Twitch, and I may continue later. I'm not sure. Bye.